by the people, for the people.
Salman Khan, hero of the Indian film industry, or India's greatest con man? In America, we have a term called a con job, a con. The idea is a convict, a con man. A con man is somebody who tricks you, who takes advantage of you, who does you harm, who will present, one thing one way, but is really doing the exact opposite for money. Maybe it's somebody who's trying to sell you a bill of goods saying, oh, this car is the best car out there, and they know that it doesn't work at all, and they're just trying to rip you off, right? That is a con man. That is what in America is called a con job. Somebody who is going to defraud you and rip you off for your money. And I present to you my newest documentary about Salman Khan, and I call it a con job. What can we say about Salman Khan? He should be the darling of India. He should be Bollywood's greatest hero. The year is 1994. The Bollywood film industry is in disarray. There seems to be apathy towards the Bollywood films. And along comes this movie. The movie that saved the industry. Hum Aapke Haan Koon. This film comes out and starts just tearing it up. Absolutely tearing it up. The film was an Indian romantic comedy. I've watched the film. It's a good film. It did $1.35 billion, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. It became the highest grossing Bollywood film. In this film, not only did it really kind of save the industry, but it kind of launched the career of Salman Khan in a very big way. He from this film, it won 5 awards: Film Award, Best Film, Best Director, Best Actress, National Film Award for Most Popular Film, providing wholesome entertainment. But Salman Khan should come out of this as India's hero, as the Bollywood giant titan that all bow down to him. But that's not what has happened here. He used this film to really kind of parlay and get his career up and going and launching. Madhuri Dixit was in the film, and she was incredible. I think she is one of the finest actresses and dancers in India. But something happened with Salman Khan along the way. Something happened with this story. This story of the man who saved Bollywood. As I criticize Salman Khan, I get a lot of hate mail. I get spammed by something called Being Human, which I found out is Salman Khan's charity, his philanthropist operation, which I think is quite humorous. Thin-skinned, I would say, of Salman Khan. When I hear about the critics say to me, Professor, he does so much work with his charity organization, Being Human, and I wonder if it's true what Zubair Khan says, that Khan has been the subject of so many controversies and legal troubles, and for so many times he's been arrested and sent to jail, and has gotten out on bail, that this is why he started his charity. That he's looking at this as not as a good person or an honorable citizen of India, India's favorite son. He's looking at it as, I live a decadent lifestyle, and I'm going to do what I want, and I don't care because there's a separate set of rules for me. There's a separate set of rules for me, and as my crimes build up and tarnish my image, I do charity to kind of balance it out. and this is how we're going to do. And I think probably the most terrible thing about this was the 2002 arrest for negligent driving, where he ran his car into a bakery in Mumbai, killing a person who was sleeping on the pavement outside of the bakery. The man died. The homeless man died, and 3 other were injured in the accident. Charges of culpable homicide were laid against him, but later dropped. And he was formally charged in the case, in which he pled not guilty. We have on May 2015, in the Bombay court sessions, Salman Khan was driving his car under the influence, causing the death and 1 serious injury of a homeless person. Right? How terrible is it? Right? You would think in 2002, after you hit somebody, after you're driving, reckless and dangerous, and you injure people by hitting people on the sidewalk, that maybe that's a wake-up call. But no, not for Salman Khan. He does it again, and I apologize. This time he actually kills somebody. He kills somebody, and it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible, because let me ask you, my friend, and this isn't just for my Indian friends. This is for everybody. This goes for me too. If I got in a car and I, through negligence, accidentally drove into McDonald's and ran 3 people over, at the very least, I would lose my license. Right? I would lose my license. May or may not go to jail, depending on what they charge me with. There's a crime in America called vehicular manslaughter, which means you kill somebody by accident. You could go to prison, or you could pay fines till fines until you'll never make another dollar in your life. You'll be paying this family forever. And it kind of depends on your status. How much trouble have you been into before? But you wouldn't be driving again. You would be done. I spend my professional career driving a lot. I would be done. But to get a second shot and then have a DUI and kill somebody? How does that work? I mean, how would that work for you? How would that work for you, my friends? If you're in Delhi and you accidentally ran 3 people over, right? What would happen to you? Would you go to jail? And I think the thing that really kind of frosts my ass about Salman Khan is he is the poster child for privilege. He is the poster child for privilege. Like what he's able to do and get away with says to you and to me, no, there's 2 systems. Huh? One for the common man, which is you and me, and then one for people like me. One for Salman Khan, one for that. And I find that despicable. There should be one justice system for all, right? And Lady Justice should be blind. It should be, if you're innocent, you're innocent. If you're guilty, you're guilty. None of this, oh well. That's not right. That doesn't honor God, right? It doesn't honor our values as people. And I think it's funny when I start going on my anti-Salman Khan stuff that I start getting spammed by somebody from Being Human. Like, really. Now, let's just hold this too, because it's not, if you look at Salman Khan and then you compare and contrast him to his other peers. When I was on Twitter, I texted Irfan Khan. I texted him. I sent him a text and said, sir, I am an American, and you are my favorite actor. I loved you in, and I don't recall which film it was. It was one of his films that I just saw. Irfan Khan tweeted back with an emoji, a hands, and said, I am very humbled by your comments. Peace to you and yours. Very nice. Very nice. I was having a problem with SRK. I did some videos where I was critical of him, where I said I think he's overrated, and I was wrong. I think Salman Khan is overrated. And when I would do trailer reactions, and some of you who've been around forever will remember this, I was running into copyright strikes like you would not believe. Like 1, 2, 1, 2, like you know, they were coming fast and furious, and I defeated all of them. And I got down, and it had a lot to do with SRK films. And some of my Indian friends said, Professor, it's because you're critical of them, and the film companies don't like that. And I got a series of copyright strikes and blocks, and which is different than a copyright strike. And it was from Red Chilies, SRK's company. And as I was going through the disputing process, they have a thing where when you dispute this, that you can, you know, kind of say, like, listen, here's why I think you're wrong. You know, we've got 1 or 2 things you can do. I'm asking you to please remove this, or we're going to fight this legally in court, where you're going to have to actually sue me and stop me, or else this video is going through. And I wrote the person. I don't know who the person is at the time, right? I write the person. I fill out the form. I write the person and say, dear sir, madam, you know, I am just reviewing SRK films. I've run into issues before because I've been critical of some of the performances, and I think that this is unfair. Number one, it falls underneath U.S. law for fair use of criticizing or lampooning or finding humorous, and it's a movie trailer. Like you've released this to be promoted. Like I'm just being a critic, and I got it released. And I got a note back. The note back was from SRK, who said, my apologies. Please feel free to comment and use our trailers. Thank you. And I thought to myself, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. You we're taking the brunt of the jokes from some foreigner, and out of your kindness saying, no, it's okay, go ahead. I got to tell you, my opinion of him changed dramatically. And I give you these 2 examples of Irfan Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, and to compare and contrast against Salman Khan. Like, Irfan Khan didn't have to respond to me. SRK definitely didn't have to respond to me. But I was moved by their humility. And what I find in these Indian actors and actresses that are so refreshing is their humility. Do you guys remember the original ones? Remember the actress who played Mary Kom? Do you remember when I first started and I did a review on Mary Kom and I broke down crying because I loved the film? And you guys were going crazy saying Mary, the actress, and I forget her name, but I apologize, is tweeting about you. And I went over and looked at it, and she retweeted my movie review and was very kind and has sent me some very kind messages. What humility! What honor! What a way to represent yourself, your industry. And my issue with Salman Khan is I don't see that in him. You know, we have a term here in America called douchebag. I'm just saying. So let's do this. I have a couple clips of Salman Khan being arrested. And let's just look at it. And you tell me where I'm wrong. Where is the humility in this man? Where is the honor? Where is the respect? Listen. He should be thankful that this is his life, right? He should be thankful that this is his life. Not act like a spoiled child that needs a spanking. He could have been born into a family and been a homeless child in Mumbai. How many people in India would love to have a fraction of the creature comforts he does. Running water, operating toilets, not just enough to feed the family, but enough to have a little fun, enough to go on vacation, enough to make sure that your kids get a good education, enough to say, you know what, I want to take a trip somewhere. I want to go to America. I want to go to France. I want to go to Australia. How many people do you think would like to be able to provide for their family just a fraction of what he is able to do? I know I do, right? That's all I want, is to make sure that the warrior queen has food when she goes to the refrigerator, that the lights stay on in the house, that my son who just graduated college, if he needs something, Pops can help him out with it. But instead of seeing that, we see this. We see this. So let's go ahead and take a couple looks at this. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of Salman Khan's interaction with law enforcement, interaction with the press, because I think this is very important. I think this is the crux of my criticism of Salman Khan. Is if you are going to be royalty, if you are going to be Bollywood royalty, you should conduct yourself with some decorum. SRK, very humble man. I've had interaction with him, very humble man. Irfan Khan, very humble man. I mean, you just watch these interactions and you tell me what you think. You tell me if I'm out of line on this. I don't think I am. And again, I have nothing against Irfan Khan. Well, I do. I kind of do. I guess I should restate that. I think his political views are way too liberal, and it's like I was watching Arnab Goswami, and he said this. He said there's like a whole bunch of people who are making a living just out of disparaging India, disparaging their own country. And he was like, what is the air you breathe? It's Indian air. What's the food you eat? It's Indian food. Where do you put your head down? You put your head down in India. Like, you should be working towards this. And I think it's unfortunate that Salman Khan has been turned around in his puny thinking, that he's been turned around, that he's really kind of a simpleton. He's not a smart man to fall for these liberal lies that have been laid out before him. He needs to show wisdom. I think he needs to get with Swami and have Swami explain some things to him, or get with a guru, or go listen to the atrocities of the things that he promotes. And it's, I don't know what, where did he drop out of school early? Is he from an uneducated village or something? Because his stance, tell me, I don't know the facts, I don't know my history, and I have no idea of where we're going as a nation. And he should be kings of Bollywood. He should be part of the King of the East. He should be part of this, and yet he's not, and it makes me very, very sad. It makes me very, very sad. And I'm hoping Salman Khan will repent of this. I'm hoping Salman Khan will take a good look at his life, at the tragedies, at the running over homeless people, at how he treats people, and not hide behind his human dignity fund, and but actually change and put India first. Put a real Jai Hind in your life. That's what I'm hoping for. That is truly what I'm hoping for. But you watch these clips and you tell me if I'm wrong.
Salman.
cannot be like that. You cannot be like that. You cannot be like that.
Salman, I don't know if you're aware about this or not, but last night Sohail misbehaved with two females.
I don't think he misbehaved.
You're aware about this?
I don't think he misbehaved at all.
Abusing females.
Well, just the other day, just the other day, I was coming up from the airport. One journalist, kept her mic in my friend's face, and so he just moved the mic, and he said, "What's wrong with you, idiot?" So I had to look at her and said, "And my dad is 80 something. You can't come and stick, your young people. You can't come and stick your mics in front of you. What if he falls?" This is to happen with Sohail. Please don't try this stuff with me. Where's my parents? Where's my parents? Where's my parents? My family, my friends, especially my mother, Ellen auntie, my dad. We're young people, you can do this with us. Don't do this because you would not like this if I do it in front of you. Your parents. So have that respect. See, now you're standing here like this. It's so cool. Now you're competing with each other and no one's getting any bite, no one's getting any statement. So if my brother at that point in time is concerned for my father, he's not abusing you. He's just, feeling really shit about that whole situation that took place. It shouldn't have happened. If you guys have behaved yourself, that would have never happened. Why are you provoking? Don't provoke like this. Keep your distance. आप एक दूसरे के ऊपर चढ़े जा रहे हो to get your mics in front. You have the decorum, no? We all stand. Who doesn't stand and who does not talk to you people here? We all do. But there's one section who does not just want to, keep that decorum intact. We're seniors. What time were you there? Now, my brother and my father were having a nice dinner together. What time did you go there? And what is this ridiculous statement that you wanted to find out about? What was the time? 12 o'clock in the night. You want to know whether I'm getting married or not? So, that's not cool. And they stood there, no? They stood there nicely.
अरे वहाँ कहाँ नहीं तो इतना
आप क्या बोल रहे हैं?
बैशिंग मिली है शाहरुख के एक बयान पे बहुत पॉलिटिकल बैशिंग मिली है
We are coming for मामी ना We are coming for मामी ना मामी की बात करो ना This is not the forum for all those kind of things. If I'm doing one-on-one with you, if you give me time for this, then I can speak to you on that. अब मैं कुछ बोलूँगा आप कुछ समझोगे कुछ लिखोगे कोई और कुछ उठा लेगा Why you want to do all that stuff? Why do you want me to sponsor your channel and stuff like that? Let it be ना थोड़ा सा ये डल फेस चलने दो थोड़ा सा I'll give you that मौका आगे फिर से but right now just go through the dull phase right now
बॉलीवुड सेलिब्रिटी को
मामी
सर विल कम टू मामी के बारे में सर 24 आर्टिस्ट has given them
माँ आणि मी
आई वाज आस्किंग यू सलमान कि व्हाई इज इट कि बड़ी बड़ी लड़कियों से आपकी नहीं पट पाती है
आई एम नॉट गेटिंग द क्वेश्चन
बड़ी लड़कियों से नहीं पट पाती मतलब कितनी बड़ी नाम लेके बात करो ना नाम लो ना प्लीज
The title of the film gives a sense of unity, but there are certain religious groups which are kind of opposing it. They are not happy with it. Does it bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't bother me at all because I don't think that any religious group will do something like this. Because if they are a religious group, so this is the basic thing that they know that every religion respects the other person's religion. आप देखो बांद्रा के अंदर बंबई के अंदर आप जहां पे भी जाओगे मौलानास विल बी सिटिंग एट एवरी गणेश विसर्जन हर गणपति के ऊपर people will be there understand so it's today we are on a different league altogether. I don't think that any religious group no chance can ever do something like this because every religion preaches only one thing to follow your religion and to be respectful and to respect the other person and the other person's beliefs and religion. Hai na?
So who are these people who are protesting?
So then how can I don't think anyone can protest on this. If you're saying religious groups are doing that, there's no chance. Don't malign them. Don't malign them, please. No, you can't say this. You can't do all this. Yeah, please, yeah. ऐसा लगता है आपको कि कोई religious group कुछ बोलेगा on such on peace? On peace? Islam means peace. Islam means peace.
So what are they protesting against? That a Hindu name cannot be combined with the Muslim endowment. Is there any logic in that? So should we even spend 2 seconds discussing that? The whole point of the title is that this is the greatness of India. So we should not even waste time on fringe elements.
But I don't believe. ये गलत information लेके आए.
That's what I'm saying. They're definitely not religious organizations. They're just some.
Tell me one person who believes that this could be a religious thing. Who's taking objection? No. Does anyone? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Are you saying that any religious group would go against peace, against harmony, as in Hindu, Muslim, bhai, living together?
Salman, you said the little girl is very beautiful.
Beautiful.
And yeah, Litika. So,
One day I want. And one day very soon I want. And in fact,
Not
one day,
that.
like
मैं माँ हूँ आपकी.
हाँ, बस वही माँ भी एक और चाहिए मुझे. हाँ, 2 हो गई हैं, तीसरी भी आ जाइए.
नहीं, मेरा सवाल है.
लेकिन इसके लिए तस्वीर दीजिए. I'll have to ask my father. I can't make.
He knows me very well. I keep talking to him for my article.
मेरा सवाल ये सलमान कि जो रिएक्शन मिले हैं यहाँ पे, वैसा तो लगता है कि इस साल की ईद जो है वो सलमान खान के नाम होगी. लेकिन मेरा सवाल ये है कि पहले जो है सुहेल खान प्रोडक्शन, दूसरा अरबाज खान प्रोडक्शन, अब क्या जरूरत होगी कि सलमान खान प्रोडक्शन खोलने की आपको?
ये तो बताना पड़ेगा.
बात तो सही है यार. एक अतुल का भी प्रोडक्शन है. सोहेल खान के बच्चे सोहेल खान के.
टैक्सेस ज्यादा
तो नहीं है. अरबाज खान के बच्चे अरबाज खान के. मेरे तो नहीं है. बेबी के बच्चे अतुल बेबी के. अबे तो
You asked for it. You were a sitting duck.
प्रोडक्शन स्टार्ट किया फिल्मों से. इसको चलने दो. उसके बाद वहां पर लाइन लगा देंगे.
इंशाल्लाह. विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट.
विजुअलाइज मत करना कोई.
सलमान, जैसा कि हम सभी जानते हैं कि आपके जो करीबी दोस्त हैं संजय दत्त, वो कुछ ही महीनों के बाद अब वो जेल से बाहर आने वाले हैं, तो क्या आप एक्साइटेड हैं और क्या आपकी तरफ से पार्टी होने वाली है?
यार इसका जवाब आप ही दे दो. एक ऐसा आदमी आता है पार्टी खराब करने के लिए. फिर हमारी टीम यहाँ से चलो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस खत्म. लास्ट क्वेश्चन. या
कभी जी
वैसे मैंने सुना नहीं आपका सवाल क्या था. जी नहीं, जिनसे लेना चाहिए था उनसे नहीं लेते हैं माइक. हमारे लोग माइक है ना आपके पास?
हाँ बिल्कुल. मेरा सवाल था कि आपके दोस्त बहुत ही जल्द जेल से आने वाले हैं, तो क्या आप एक्साइटेड हैं और आपकी तरफ से पार्टी होने वाली है?
संजू की बात कर रहे हैं आप?
जी बिल्कुल, संजू बाबा
अभी बाहर निकलने वाले हैं.
कुछ आई थिंक दिसंबर में शायद वो आ जाएंगे.
फॉर गुड. क्या खबर रखते हो भाई? अभी उनमें थोड़ा सा टाइम है. इतने इम्पेशेंट मत होइए आप. वो अगर आएंगे तो परोल या फरलो पे ही आ सकते हैं. उनका थोड़ा सा आई थिंक आगे तक का है. बट व्हेन ही कम्स आउट ही इज गोइंग टू बी क्लीन, ही इज गोइंग टू बी क्लियर एंड ही इज गोइंग टू बी अ फ्री मैन. दैट्स व्हाट वी वांट हिम टू बी.
कभी जी
And obviously once he's out, he's a free man. Obviously I'll party with him.
सलमान,
जी
सलमान भाई, आपकी और करीना की ऑन स्क्रीन केमिस्ट्री को हमेशा पसंद किया जाता है, तो
कौन सी केमिस्ट्री सर?
इस बार नई ऑन स्क्रीन केमिस्ट्री किस तरह आपने रिक्रिएट किया?
Sir, there's no chemistry only, sir. That's why I'm calling her Benji in the film.
Okay.
हाय कबीर, सलमान.
अरे सर पूछो ना, क्या पूछ रहे थे? पूछिए सर, क्या पूछ रहे थे?
इस बार आपने नई ऑन स्क्रीन केमिस्ट्री किस तरह से रिक्रिएट किया?
सर जब मैं परफॉर्म करता था ना, तो मैं भूल जाता था कि उनके नाम के आगे खान लगा है. उनके नाम के आगे खान है. जैसे शॉट खत्म होता था तो वो खान वापस से लगा देता था मैं.
सलमान, करीना जब आपको रोमांस कर रही थी, करीना को किसकी याद आ रही थी?
Now you can't insult me like this, man. Now you can't do this. हमारे गाने के फंक्शन, मेरी पार्टी, आज की पार्टी मेरी तरफ से, और आप मुझसे ऐसे सवाल पूछ रही हैं. ये क्या हुआ आपको? किसकी याद आ रही थी मतलब?
चलो
मेरे सामने होगी, मेरी ही याद आएगी, और किसकी याद आएगी?
आपको किसकी आ रही थी?
मुझे एक्चुअली सैफ की याद थी, सैफ की याद आ रही थी।
सलमान, आपकी एक फिल्म, सलमान खान फिल्म्स की एक फिल्म बजरंगी भाईजान तो रिलीज हो रही है। आपने हाल ही में हीरो का पोस्टर भी आउट किया था। 4 सितंबर को फिल्म आ रही है। उसके साथ ही कैटरीना की फिल्म फैंटम भी आ रही है और फिल्म के पोस्टर पे
अपनी ही फिल्म है सर।
Alright, thank you ladies and gentlemen. अच्छा, okay.
सलमान, हाल ही में आपने कहा था कि आप अरेंज मैरिज के लिए भी ओपन हो, तो लड़की की कौन कौन सी क्वालिटीज आप देख रहे हो अगर अरेंज मैरिज के लिए?
वो सब क्वालिटीज जो आप में हो नहीं होनी चाहिए।
बहुत अच्छी चल रही है, अच्छी चल रही है, बहुत ही अच्छी चल रही है। और कुछ हाँ? मुबारकबाद देना चाहूँगा। विश देम ऑल द बेस्ट।
Salman Khan once again stirring up controversy. This time round he slammed warmongers and Salman Khan has said there should be talks with Pakistan. He's battled for peace, but how? He's also said that those who order war should be given guns and made to fight. He said that all conflicts will get over as their legs will start shaking. A comment that's not been welcomed by the army veterans.
जब भी जंग होती है तो दोनों तरफ के लोग मरते हैं और फिर their families are without their sons, without their fathers, and they could live their whole lives without them. I think जो ऑर्डर करते हैं जंग को उनको सामने खड़ा कर देना चाहिए कि ये लो भाई बंदूकें पकड़ो, पहले आप लड़ो। एक दिन के अंदर बंद हो जाएगा, पैर कांपने शुरू हो जाएंगे, हाथ कांपने शुरू हो जाएंगे और सीधे टेबल पे आके जो भी डिस्कशन है वो हो जाएंगे।
Let me go across to our entertainment editor Sushant, who's joining us at the moment. Now, Sushant, plain speak or publicity stunt for his upcoming movie, which is set in the backdrop of war?
Yeah, well, I don't think this is a publicity stunt. Salman really, to be frank, does not need any publicity. He's #1 star in the country, superstar. But, and as I told you earlier, he did not invite any news media, especially for the reason because whenever he opens his mouth, he gets into a controversy somehow or the other. But unfortunately for him, he was asked a question on war, and this is how he responded. Now, let me stress on this fact again that this is an anti-war comment, not really a pro-peace comment with Pakistan. Salman is not batting for peace with Pakistan, but he's saying that we do not want to engage in war. Nobody should engage in war, which is a general thought, which is a very happy thought. Nobody wants to engage in war. But as you said, Devina, India has never fired the first bullet ever. We are not an aggressive nation. We have never batted to engage with any other nation in combat ever. So Salman needs, because Salman, just shoots without thinking, and he doesn't really get the context of history and our political situation. I think he oversimplifies subjects a lot. Although this is an anti-war comment, but it is going to be read as, Salman Khan once again dismissing all the efforts of the army, going that, okay, we should not do this, we should just go for peace, let's not engage in a war. Nobody wants war. I mean, that's the golden rule. Who wants war? No nation wants war. If you ask any of our political leaders, nobody is there to say that we want to go at war with any nation, may it be China or Pakistan or any other nation. But Salman Khan sort of, in his quintessential Salman Khan mood and attitude, he oversimplifies subjects a lot. And I think once again, why this could become a little bit of controversy is simply because he has such a huge fan base. When he says things like this, his fans just cling on to it, and they can just say that, okay, it's time to talk peace, it's time to de-escalate all these tensions at the border, it's time to look for a new approach
but
without
Sushant,
really reading into it. Yeah.
Sushant, but I will not be that charitable to a 51-year-old person, an actor, a celebrity in his own right. And let's not forget, his upcoming movie Tube Light is on a war backdrop. And when he oversimplifies things, as you're saying, isn't he aware of the reality that we're living in India? Why is it that these controversial comments come from the actor around his movie only?
Well, the thing is, Devina, really, Salman Khan has always said what he really believes in. I mean, that I have to give him without thinking, really, which has been his greatest flaw. So he always says what he believes in. He will always give you a comment without thinking whether this will be controversial or non-controversial. Why it becomes controversial is
because he does not think before giving a comment. He is not diplomatic at all, as we've seen always. Whenever his films release, because he is so much in the public eye, because he engages with the media so much, there is bound to be a controversy just because it is Salman Khan speaking with the mic to an open media house. That is why I think this thing happened again.
Let me go across to Arvind Sawant from Shiv Sena. Mr. Sawant, how is Shiv Sena reacting to Salman Khan's comment?
I really feel, because initially I was not knowing in which context he has taken. But it is deplorable and ridiculous, both the things are there.
No, Mr. Salman, this is the context. I just want to read out the comment to you, because let's establish the context as well. Salman Khan has said those people who order war, they should be given guns and made to fight. Within a day, all conflicts would get over as their legs will start shaking. He's saying that when he is a celebrated actor across India, India being the country where we have never fired the first bullet. We've always espoused the peace cause. It's only when we are threatened and when our territory is taken by the enemy is when we retaliate. And Salman Khan saying this comment, what's your response now?
I said it is deplorable. It is plus two. Because being an Indian, doesn't he know how Pakistan is doing for the last 60 years? It's not a today, it's Pakistan. India is a reaction, not an action. First, try to understand. Never ever India is active in aggressive manner, indulge in the fights or indulge in encroaching the country of Pakistan country. Never ever. It is Pakistan who goes on giving support to the terrorists, doing terrorist activity, printing counterfeit notes and throwing it in the India, and then Kashmir is turning. They are across the border every day. It is, but today also in Jammu Kashmir, we have found that the Pakistanis have turned and done some wrong things in Kashmir also. Therefore, if he feels they should be given guns, he should, whatever advice he wants, you should advise Pakistan, not India. If at all he is advising India, it's most ridiculous and deplorable.
Absolutely. And isn't it demeaning? Isn't it demeaning to our army as well, Mr. Sawant? Because our army stands tall. They take bullet for the nation. And here Salman Khan saying, those who want war, give them guns, let them fight. They will know what's the reality. Their legs will shiver. It is a demeaning comment, as the army veterans are saying, that for our army, for our martyrs who have taken the bullet for the nation, to save the nation, so that actors like Salman Khan can get their movies released in a peaceful time.
The best solution is send Salman to the border. Give him a gun and ask him, without the gun, you establish a peace. If not, take this gun and establish a peace.
But sir,
60 years have gone, sir. We have made number of dialogues, number of efforts have been taken by every government. But then it is miserably failed because Pakistan doesn't want peace at all. It's not that India doesn't want it.
Absolutely. Mr. Sawant, but will Shiv Sena now protest against Salman Khan's comment and seek the actor's apology?
I think we are giving a much more confidence-free statement than what he deserves. He doesn't deserve that much statement also.
So would your party be asking for actor's apology?
Whether his mindset was correct or not, that also he should observe. And then make a statement like that.
So Mr. Sawant, would your party be asking for his apology?
Why at all there's a need to make a statement? I don't understand. What is the need to make a statement?
Absolutely, Mr. Sawant. I repeat my question. Will your party be asking for his apology?
Why party should ask? Nation should ask. Why you take these issues are not related to any party.
But would Shiv Sena be protesting against this comment?
But when you ask nation to ask his apology, it becomes a big deal.
So would you be asking?
They don't deserve even to take cognizance.
Absolutely, Mr. Sawant, I'm on you on that. In fact, that's the question that we are raising here on India Today as well. Is it a publicity stunt or just a plain speak by the actor? But what would be the stand that Shiv Sena will be taking? Would you be now protesting against the actor who has his movie Tube Light lined up, which is also in the backdrop of war? In that news conference, he's made that comment.
By giving the confidence to this, you give them entities. Don't give them, these are non-entities.
He's not a non-entity, sir. Every word that comes out of Salman Khan influences young minds in our nation. We are talking about a time which is a difficult time for all of us. We're looking at unrest in the valley. Every comment a celebrity makes must be weighed with caution. This is throwing caution to the wind to gain publicity on the prima facie on what you can see. The actor always makes these comments and he gets away with it. Will he be allowed to get away by a party this time?
And if you talk to any Pakistani artist, any Pakistani person, see how they answer.
But Mr. Sawant, I'm talking about stand-up Shiv Sena. Would you let it be or would you raise the banner against Salman Khan? Mr. Sawant, we've seen Shiv Sena oppose earlier and take a strong stand when it's talking about Pakistan's cricketers coming in, actors coming in. Would you be taking a strong stand against Salman Khan?
Listen to me. I tell you, we are giving undue reward to all these people. One who doesn't have that entity at all. Why to ask Shiv Sena only? It should be declared by every nook and corner of the country. Shiv Sena takes his own work. Shiv Sena is a party which is a patriotic one, which always gives the strongest reaction. And being an actor, what's the reaction? Who is he? Why we should bother about it?
Should he apologize or not? Mr. Sawant, should Salman Khan apologize or not?
He should.
Do you believe he's insulted the army, veterans, the martyrs and our armed forces?
Yeah.
Do you believe it's a publicity stunt for his upcoming movie? All right, we'll try and connect again with the Shiv Sena MP. But those are the first words coming in from Arvind Sawant. Salman Khan must apologize for his statement. My colleague Kamlesh is joining us now. Kamlesh, any word that is coming out from the actor's camp after he's made this controversial statement yet again?
Well, indeed, we have seen in the past how actors have made such statements and have landed themselves into trouble. Talk about Salman Khan. He's known as someone who always has courted controversy for making all those wrong statements and has been in the headlines to do that. But this time around, making such a sensitive statement would certainly invite wrath, not only from those who have been talking about this issue, but also there is a likelihood that Salman Khan may face similar ire in Mumbai. Remember, parties like the Shiv Sena or MNS in Mumbai particularly have raised their voices against Pakistani artists, and even those who have advocated any relationship with Pakistani artists or even Pakistani players playing in India. So Salman Khan, many believe, may have made his statement since his film's release is very close now, and he just have made the statement to make some right noises just ahead of his film. But Salman Khan could certainly land himself in trouble as far as that statement is concerned.
He could start by apologizing, in fact, Kamlesh, but we've seen often the actor makes these controversial statements just ahead of his movie. He quoted controversy when Sultan was releasing with his rape remark. Once again, this kind of a comment, a nature of comment which could have been easily avoided, will play out that comment of Salman Khan as well, where he was interacting with the media. As my colleague Sushant points out, none of the television channels were called for it, but Salman Khan couldn't stop himself, it seems, at this press conference as well from making this comment. Take a listen and judge for yourself.
जब भी जंग होती है तो दोनों तरफ के लोग मरते हैं और फिर their families are without their sons, without their fathers, and they could live their whole lives without them. I think जो ऑर्डर करते हैं जंग को, उनको सामने खड़ा कर देना चाहिए कि ये लो भाई बंदूकें पकड़ो, पहले आप लड़ो, एक दिन के अंदर बंद हो जाएगा, पैर कांपने शुरू हो जाएंगे, हाथ कांपने शुरू हो जाएंगे और सीधे टेबल के ऊपर आके जो भी डिस्कशन है वो हो जाएगा.
Kamlesh still with me at the moment, also trying to get in Sushant, our entertainment editor, and more voices on this story. But Kamlesh, here is the point. We've spoken to Shiv Sena MP Arvind Sawant, who said the actor must apologize. He's heard the sentiments. It's not the first time that he's just shot off his mouth, because Salman Khan must realize he's a celebrity. We have seen these kind of publicity stunts, one would call it, before as well from the actor. This time round, though, will it now be left to his father, Salim Khan, to do the damage control?
Well, we've seen that in the past as well, Devina. Every time Salman Khan shot off his mouth, his father, Salim Khan, known as a very sensible writer, has always come to his defense, and not only defending his act, but he had also had to tender apologies on Salman Khan's behalf. So it won't be a big surprise if this time around also his father comes out and will have to apologize, since the nature of the statement that he has made has already invited the wrath of parties like the Shiv Sena, and the Shiv Sena demanding an apology from the actor. This time also we'll have to wait and see whether Salim Khan comes to his defense. But we have seen, as you mentioned, Devina, Salman Khan is not new to such controversy. Every time he has made such kind of statements, or through his acts he has landed himself in trouble, and then his family has been left alone to defend him or to tender apologies.
And the fact is,
many believe at this point.
And the fact is, no one talks about war in India. It is the aggression from our neighbors that India responds to. So Salman Khan should stop living in his own world, I think, before making these comments. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk more about that. More breaking news coming in.
In conclusion, what I would say as the professor is that there's a great con job being perpetrated on the Indian people, and that is Salman Khan and his liberal ideology. I think it's important that if you love your country, if you want to see the country do better, that you support those who are like-minded. I know that's what we do here in our household. If there is somebody who's anti-American, we don't go see their movies. If there's somebody who's always constantly selling out the American values, we won't go see them. We will watch something else. But let's not think too much about what the professor thinks. Let's think about what the co-protector thinks.
Salman Khan, I see you doing a lot of this. I see you doing a lot of this, tweeting at Sylvester Stallone, saying, I trained to the Rocky music. Well, I am the Rocky music, okay, brother? And I don't like how you sell out India, okay? As co-protector, I defend her honor. And so this is what I'm doing, Salman Khan. The co-protector challenges you to a wrestling match. Sultan Ali Khan, you and me, 3 falls, no holds bar elimination match, retirement match. The winner stays, the loser goes. If you win, Sultan Ali Khan, the co-protector will retire from YouTube forever. But if I win, you have to retire from the Bollywood films. I have one stipulation. Arnab Goswami is special referee. What you gonna do, Sultan, when the Professor Maniacs run wild on you?
Jai Hind, Jai Hind, Jai Hind, Jai Hind. He is India's co-protector.
Should listen to this. Mr. Kejriwal, please listen to this.